Hey folks, welcome to the show. Well, howdy folks. Thank you all for tuning in here. I figured I better make a little video and explain to you guys and ladies what's been going on here at the house that never sleeps. Be easier for me to tell you what's not been going on. I got some really bad news for you. It's bad news. And I've got some good news too, though. It ain't all bad. But we'll get right to it. My son been helping me with my truck, working on it. You guys, I think I told you guys about it. Maybe I did. I put drag pipes on it. It needed an exhaust anyway, so I went ahead and bought the pipes. Installed those. I had to buy 4 new tires for it. And it's like a new truck. Just the other day it turned over to 65,000 miles. And the thing's like new. It rides like a new truck, drives like a new truck, everything about it. Air conditioning still works. Wickedest heater I've ever seen in a vehicle. So the other day, I did this before. The other day I got the idea. It's getting really hot here. You probably hear the air running. It's getting really hot. And I thought I'm going to take the thermostat out of that truck. You know, like I say, I've done it before a lot of times because it's got a 195 degree thermostat in it. So I raised the hood and get the right tools and stuff out, stick it on and start to loosen it. I thought, man, that one was really loose. Put it on the other one, loosened it. It was just hand tight. Started turning it with my hands. I took the second one out and then started to put the ribs on the first one that was loose and turn it. And I looked down in there and twisted the damn bolt off down in the intake manifold. Twisted the head that was laying there. I thought, oh man, terrible news, you know. I mean, that's pretty serious when you break a bolt off in the engine like that, or in the intake manifold even, or the manifold. So we was over 2 weeks getting all the parts and shit. I had to drill it out. Use this big heavy drill. Y'all see me work on guitars with it. It chopped right through that, man. Drilled it out, put thread inserts in there. They kind of screw in on their own. And then a new bolt. And we were like over 2 weeks, like I said, getting everything we needed here. And getting it to thread up. I cut a gasket out of a cardboard box. That's what I use for a gasket on the gooseneck. It sits on top of the thermostat, holds the thermostat, helps hold it in place. So anyways, we got it all back together. I figured as soon as it heated up and built up pressure, it's going to blow all that crap out, you know. Filled it up with antifreeze and I took off. And I didn't think I was going to make it back to the house before it overheated. It was running, you know, way hotter than normal. But it didn't overheat, but it was just too hot. With the thermostat out, mind you. So I come back to the house, I told my son, I said, I remember an air bubble getting in that system before. And y'all got to excuse me, I'm smoking on these kind of videos, I usually do. I remember an air bubble getting in there before. It wasn't full of antifreeze, there was a pocket of air circulating. I said, we got to get that out. So I had to park the truck on an uphill, facing uphill, and that let all the antifreeze run, you know, down and back. And sure enough, it took almost a half a gallon more of antifreeze. And I thought, well, it'll going to blow out now, or leak, probably. And I hit the road again, took off, drove, man, it ran cool as a cucumber all that day. That's where the news got better. I got videos on all of it. In fact, right here, right now, I'll let you see some of it. Nobody ever cleans it unless I do. I do it myself. Nobody else does. There it is in its majestic beauty. New exhaust, new tires, new tires. tires, new rubber, new exhaust, hooked up, working. By the way, stripped off the thermostat right there. The thermostat goes. Broke a bolt off, screwing it out, loosening it, broke off. Had to drill it out and re-thread it. All kinds of shit went on with that. That's a story within itself. 2 weeks, man. 2 weeks. Drilling that bolt out that holds the thermostat in. Put the thermostat out. That hose right there. Right where it bolts in there. Broke the bolt off. Screwing it out. Had to drill it out, re-thread it, put a new bolt in. I don't know if you can see the new bolt or not. Probably not. I can't see the camera, so I don't know if you're seeing it or not. Probably not. But anyways, had to put a new bolt in. It's a pure bitch, man. 2 weeks. 2 weeks fixing it. You can see it's not leaking. And you can see it's like 95 freaking degrees here today. You can see we're running about 105 degrees, 100 degrees. That's with the thermostat out. Took the thermostat out, if I can talk. Took the thermostat out, stripped the bolt off, broke a bolt off, had to drill it out, major pain in the ass. And there is the battery. You can see flashing at 25% after I just ran the truck. It's all hooked up. All hooked up. That battery's 6 or 7 years old. I have to redo it. You can see right there, it's been hooked up about 5 minutes. It might jump up to 50%. It'll eventually get up to 100%, but it flashes on 100, so it's not really 100%. Maybe in the 90s. Eventually it'll get there. But, you know, after just now driving it. Oh, it's got plenty of laundry to do, too. So that's the story with the truck. It's all good and well now. I've been driving it, and it's just flawless, man. Everything about it works perfect. When winter comes again, I'm not going to have any heater. I mean, like a buddy of mine said, just put a piece of cardboard over the radiator and leave it alone. That's what I'm going to do. I'm not taking that out and fooling with that anymore. I'm not touching it again. Like I say, I've done that a lot of the summers since I've had that truck, just because it runs so hot with the thermostat in the summertime. It was nice in the winter to have that heater. You could actually smell plastic melting. You know, if you had that heater cranked up on a cold day, you could smell the vents like they were melting or about to melt. They never did, but it was that hot. Okay, enough of that with the truck. Dishes got to be done. Ain't nobody else going to do them. The really bad news now. Got some bad news on cue ball. I think I told you guys a while back about her up in the chair behind me, like she always is, or on my lap. This time she was behind me. I was editing a video, and she was asleep, and all this, it's been 2 to 3 months ago. All of a sudden, man, she started screaming bloody murder. I mean, loud, and for a long time. So I jumped up and picked her up and set her down on the floor, and she was walking around in the room in there and just screaming bloody murder, man. And everybody was here come running in there to see what was going on. I said, I don't know what's wrong with her. She was asleep and just woke up screaming like that, like she was in terrible pain. Kind of bowed up in the back and her head down really low, and scared the crap out of all of us. So she the next day seemed fine, you know. And then we got to noticing her, though. Every time she would go to sleep, she would yelp as soon as she woke up or tried to move. just a little yelp. Some of them were bigger than others, but they were all small compared to that loud screaming one. And that went away for like a couple weeks or 3. Then she started doing that little yelp again. Just, a tiny little yelp. When she'd wake up and start to move, she'd yelp a little bit and get up and walk around. She seemed fine after that. And her yelps, those little yelps, started to get bigger and longer and louder. I told my son and grandsons, I said, I got to take her to the vet, man. There's something wrong. So I did. Got to sweep. Have to sweep at least once every week or so. Got to sweep, keep her place clean. Over a week and a half ago, I took her down to the vet. Waited all day long. That place is busy, man. It's the president's office. Like I've been here lately. I'll get to that. Took her in and finally got in, and he x-rayed her and did blood work and stuff. Come back out and he said the blood work's okay. Looks good. He said she's got a little bit of a heart murmur, and blood pressure, is a little off. He didn't say if it's high or low. He said it was off. He said the bad part is her spine, degenerative disc disease is what he called it. And there's no cure for that. He said it is bad. He said, man, he didn't know how she even walked or got around at all, according to the x-ray he looked at. So he told me how to handle her and, get around with her. And gave me, I think, 3 medicines. I can't tell you what they were unless I go get the bottles. But 3 of them, one of them was a pain pill, one was a water pill to get fluids off her body. He said it would help her joints and stuff. And I forget what the 3rd one was. Anyways, he said I want to see her again in a week to 10 days. That was $300 plus that day. He said I want to see her again in a week to 10 days if you do that. And I said, well, yeah, I'll certainly do it. We brought her home. I started her on the medicine that evening. Had to take Cuba to the vet. $500 spent there. Not good on the situation with her. She's in a bad way. $500 spent, probably going to be more spent. But I had to take her, and did. That was a Friday before last. Today is Tuesday. I'm not sure what the date is, so I'm not going to say it, but it's 2026. Today's Tuesday. I don't know when you'll see this exactly, but the Friday before last Friday, and then this past Monday, yesterday, made 10 days. That's when I took her back. Anyways, I gave her the medicine, started on that evening when we got back home. Gave it to her every day for 10 days, 9 days I guess. Took her back and let him examine her again. And he came out and he said, I can't believe what I seen. He didn't show me the x-ray the first time. This second visit, he brought both x-rays out. He said, this is the x-ray a week ago, 10 days ago. And this is the x-ray today. And I'm not even a vet, and I could see the difference in it. He said, the medicine is definitely working, but there's no cure for this. He said, we can try to work around it, keep her on meds. She's 15 years old, for crying out loud, living on borrowed days probably now. I mean, you guys have been here for a couple of years, know all the things, the people that's been taken away from this family. This little pup was with me through all that. We laughed together, we cried together, we sleep together. She never leaves my side, man. She's just right on the other side of that door. And the reason she's probably afraid to come down that step right there. There's a step about that high from this room into the next room. Anyways, he gave me 2 more medicines, one for blood pressure and one for her heart. And he told me, he said he's had other dogs on those 2 medicines that lived way beyond their expectancy, way beyond any dog should have lived. I said, well, I've got her dad, and Q-Ball's dad is like 19 right now, 19 years old, and still walks, eats, goes outside, does his business. I mean, he can't see, he walks into shit all the time. But to be that old and that healthy, man, Q-Ball surely got some of those genes in that little 12-pound body, 11-pound body of hers. That's what she weighed the last time, 11.3, I think. But that's the good news. The meds seem to be working. She seemed to be doing way better. She's not yelped one time, other than we get into, ooh, one of those shout-out deals. Other than that, she hasn't yelped any. She sleeps really good. He told me that pain medicine would knock her out. She'd probably drool and sleep a lot. She ain't drooled any, but it knocked her out, and she does sleep a lot on those meds. And he told me the second visit on the pain meds to split that in half. So I originally, first time, told me to give her a half of a pain pill a day. And the second visit, he said, take a half a pill and break that in half and give her that every day. Or every other day, he said, if we can, keep that as low as we can. If she starts to cry or yelp again, bump it back up one notch. So that's what we're doing. That's why there haven't been any videos. I know, man. You guys probably are all pissed off at me, and I couldn't blame you if you were. But with everything going on like that, I mean, since losing our family, us boys have not had a good time at all. It's just hard. Grass cut. Somebody got to keep this place mowed. I can't let the grass get up to my knees. Right? Somebody got to mow. I got to do it. Like I said in a video before, after my wife left, well, after they all died, I got to keep the grass cut here, have to weed eat when it gets weed eated. Got to do the laundry, got to do the dishes, got to sweep the place, mop, keep it clean, cook. And that's really cutting on my video time. It takes a really long time to make a video here of any kind of a video, whether it's one like this or one on one of those. And now I got to take it in there and put it on the computer. Oh, that's another thing. Computer crashed. Yeah, I almost forgot to tell you that. My mainframe computer is a big computer, main one I use. I don't know why I call it a mainframe. It is on the network, but anyways, it went to hell, man. I found a image backup from 1 year ago that I made, July of 25. Right after I put Windows 11 on it, I backed it up in case anything went wrong, I have a fresh start. And I'm still running Windows 11. If you're running 10, I would urge you to stick with 10. Unless you've got a really powerful computer that will handle 11, because it takes a lot of cycles, man. CPU cycles. I upgraded the shit out of that computer. It's a race computer now. But it broke down, and it took me forever to get that image restored and get everything working again. Because I changed a lot of things, since I made that image. A lot of stuff different. Lost a whole bunch of shit I'll probably never get back. Anyways, it's up and running right now. I'm going to put this video on it and edit it. And you got to render it, and then I got to upload it, and all that shit takes time. I just haven't had the time lately for anything. Just work on guitars and try to eat and try to sleep. That's all I've been doing to keep the place running, I mean, you got to practice music once in a while. Isn't that part of our everyday history? You got to practice music. You got to play something. Keep from going crazy. I practice banjo nowadays. And there it is. Keep the vehicles running. I hope you guys got some forgiveness in your heart and can find it. And I swear to you, man, we're going to get back in the rut of the original reason this channel exists. And right here it lays, one of them. That goes on every day. I mean, I got to eat, you know what I mean? And that helps a lot. So anyways, I can't think of anything else. I don't know how long this video is with what I added to it. I thank you guys sincerely from my heart for keeping it here. Through all the crap we've been through the last, what, 3 years, 4 years. It's just, like I said, life-changing events. That's what they were. Every one of them. Every one of them. Except the truck. That was not a life-changing event, but it's going to change life anyway when winter gets here. I'll catch you, hopefully the next video will be on a guitar or some kind of an instrument, something repaired, or review or something. I don't know what it'll be, but it'll be something. It'll probably be pretty good. It'll be alright. Make it alright, but don't have to be too good. Thanks for watching, guys. Thank you for keeping it here. I love you guys, every single one of you, and I hope you have learned something from this channel sometime through your years, or however long you've been here. Those new subscribers, there's a lot of you. If you want to know what I'm talking about, go back about 2 years ago and start watching my videos around July, and watch a few of them from there, and you'll get the whole story, the whole life-changing story. Thanks for watching, guys. I love you, and I'll see you next time. Go back to the vet again. You can bet that'll be another $1,000 at least. You know what I already spent, and I'll spend another $1,000. You know, she's worth it to me. It's my little cue ball head. Having a bad way, bad time. But I'll spend whatever it takes for her.